Hello everyone, I'm San. You're currently listening to San's live stream on Instagram. If you want to ask questions and chat more with me, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and look forward to more live streams coming soon. Today is Monday, August 16th, 2021, and I'm live on Instagram. Hello, my dear friends. Today, San has something not too alarming to share. Usually Monday is when I feel the most free, actually. It's been so long since I've live streamed for all of you. How are you all feeling right now? How are you doing? Do you have any questions for San? Or do you not have any questions? Usually, I really want to answer your questions, so if anyone has anything to ask, please go ahead. Let's do a Q&A for about 30 minutes, around 30 minutes. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll have a new video. This week we'll have 2 videos on Tuesday and Saturday nights, and there will be 2 new podcasts for you this week. For the following weeks, it depends on my energy, but I'll probably do 1 a week, depending on my energy, everyone. You should post 5 TikToks a day, I'm obsessed. 5 might be a bit too many. I'm currently planning to do just 2 a day, 2 a day. And yesterday, I hit 82K views, right? Yesterday it was 82K, and today it's already 88K. 88K already. We're almost at 100K in less than a month. Thank you all so much. The thing San finds really cool about TikTok is how easy it is to show my personality. Sometimes when I post on TikTok, I feel like it doesn't need to be formal or perfect. It's very relaxed. And if you watch, you can also download the videos, so San thinks it's great, but the downside is that it's short. It prioritizes short videos, so a lot of content can't be shared thoroughly and in detail. If you want content that's detailed, thorough, and high quality, then YouTube is definitely the place. San has uploaded a 6-minute, 1-second YouTube video for university students. It's a very comprehensive video with a lot of information. You can check out my latest video, Tips for University Students to Effectively Find a Job and Not Worry About Unemployment. So you can watch that new video that just went live last Saturday. How did San manage her finances during university? Okay, I won't hide anything from you all. In my early university years, my parents supported me. That means they would send me an allowance. Do you know how much I used to get per month? Try to guess. Try to guess how much my parents would send me and how much I'd spend each month. Try to guess a number. It seems like the comment section isn't off. People are still commenting normally. Someone guessed 5 million, someone guessed 2 million, 3 million, 5.7 million, 10 million, 4 million. 10 million? For a student. That must be a student from a different university, not the banking academy. And I'm happy to announce that back when I was a university student in Hanoi, I studied at the banking academy, and my mom would send San 3 million VND to my account every month. That's also why I use BIDV Bank, because my mom used BIDV back then, so it was my first bank. 3 million VND, okay? How did San spend it? Back then, my rent was shared with a friend. The rent for the 2 of us was 2.5 million VND, and I think that included electricity and water. I can't quite remember. So, if 2.5 million VND was split in half, each person paid about 1.25 million VND. And that was just a small room because the Chua Bak area is very expensive. Actually, I didn't have a motorbike back then, so I had to walk or take the bus. I felt like the bus stop was really far from school, and I didn't like being far from school. I wanted to be closer, so I chose to walk. Back then, I didn't spend too much on electricity and water. We were very frugal. My friend and I lived together for quite a while. As for the remaining money from that 3 million VND fund, I only had about 1.5 million VND left, right? And that 1.5 million VND, honestly, about a million VND or more went to food. And that million VND for food was also quite a tight budget. It meant we'd chip in together to buy groceries and cook. If I spent all 3 million VND, there wouldn't be anything left over, everyone. There couldn't be anything left over. I mean, if there was like 300K left, that money would have to go towards textbooks. You know, money for things like exam season or whenever I needed to buy study materials, past exam papers, all sorts of things, photocopying, etc. And if there was any extra, sometimes I'd buy things a girl needs, like lipstick or sunscreen. Back then, I only used lipstick and sunscreen, no makeup at all. I mean, I did like makeup, but I wasn't obsessed. Later, I wanted to buy more things. I wanted to save money for other things, so then I decided to get a part-time job. With a part-time job, I could earn more. My parents would still send me that amount, and I'd spend it frugally. But I wonder, how much do your parents send you each month? This has been shared on the radio. How much do your parents send you now? I was a university student starting in 2013, everyone. I felt pretty okay with what my parents gave me. It was enough. I was very grateful and didn't ask for too much. I was happy with just that. Fortunately, not after asterisk university, but during my university studies, I also worked part-time and did other things. And then, before graduating, even before I received my diploma, I already had a job, a full-time, salaried job. I didn't have to go through any internships or anything, so that was a relief. From that point on, from the moment I started earning my own money, things got easier. Now, I'm more comfortable. San believes that each of us comes from a different family, right? And we all start from different backgrounds. Some of you might have families who can give you a lot, but there are also families who don't have enough. So let's try our best to help our families, work hard, and spend wisely. That way, later on, when we grow up and can work, we can support our parents. Overall, going to university brings a lot of fun things, everyone. There are many joys and challenges. Honestly, San really misses her university days. What if I chose the wrong major? Right or wrong, it's not the most important thing. What's important is the journey you've taken down that path. Even if you choose the wrong path, it can help you find the right one. The crucial thing is whether you find the path that suits you, because not everyone can choose correctly right from the start. Back then, San chose business administration, I chose business administration. But my current job is about content creation. And in terms of San's future direction, I want to be my own boss. Even when I was just 16 or 17, I already wished that someday I would be my own boss. That's why I wanted to study business administration. So, I would follow the path I set out on, but perhaps along the way, I might choose paths that aren't quite right. However, all the paths we take can give us answers. So just choose. We just choose whatever we can try. Because we have to try many things to know what suits us, right? The world is full of twists and turns. It's hard to choose the right thing immediately. Can I ask if you like mixed fruit at Alley 12, Chua Bok? Alley 22 million pounds? I don't know that one. Actually, the dish I really loved was mixed duck vermicelli at the entrance of Chua Bok Temple in the afternoon, like from 5-6 p.m. until evening. I wonder if they still sell it there now? They used to be street vendors. As for mixed fruit, I don't really remember. Do you like it a lot? Yes, I really, really like it. Did you get a scholarship? No, during university, San didn't get any scholarships. And I never thought I needed to try to get one. I never set a goal to get a high GPA or a scholarship, because honestly, I'm not really the type of person who focuses on academics. I knew that to truly develop, I needed to step out into real life, to experience life and learn from it. If you can do both, well, excel in academics and also be great at working and earning money outside, then good for you. That's excellent. But the thing is, I could only choose one. I focused on one thing, I couldn't focus on both. That's when San thought, I'm quite okay with that result. I think my GPA was around 2.92, 2.9, not quite 3. But San has no problem with that. Later on, nobody cares about those grades anyway, everyone. Nobody cares. If you can't do the job, a high GPA means nothing. If you can do the job and have a high GPA, that's great. But a high GPA without being able to do the job effectively is no different. Excellent means you're good at both, but San chose one path. A library review? The library at my school was quite nice, but it was smaller, not huge. When you entered, you'd show your student ID. Then we'd go up to a floor that had computers, but I rarely went there. I mostly went to the library floor. I remember there were a lot of English books. I'm not sure if it was shared with the advanced program students because San was in a regular class, not an advanced one. Back then, the library was where I went most often, everyone. I didn't want to be at a noisy coffee shop, so I would usually go to the library and sit there all day or study at home. But honestly, at home, I didn't have a proper study desk, just a small desk I'd put on my bed, you know, those small ones. So if I went to the library, it had everything: air conditioning, good lighting, plenty of books, and decent seating. Sometimes I even caught up on sleep there. And I had friends studying there too, so it was pretty cool. I really liked the library. Now, looking back at university, I remember a separate floor for the advanced program students. Oh, then you probably knew where it was. I saw you there. You used to go to the advanced program area because I remember it was beautiful. Business administration at the banking academy, okay. What do you think about spending your boyfriend's money? San thinks it's completely normal to spend your boyfriend's money. After all, if they want to support you, then let them. I live with the mindset of being independent and self-reliant. That's what I said, and that's how I am. But back when I was a student, my boyfriend didn't have money. Now in life, I am independent and self-reliant, but that doesn't mean I refuse all help from others. Many people want to take care of you, want to pamper you, so just accept it. What's wrong with that? I actually really like it when someone says, "Let me take care of you," or "Let me support you." Even though I'm comfortable on my own, if he wants to support me, I'd be happy. I'd feel like, okay, this guy's a catch. Whether it's a guy or a girl, everyone has to work hard and strive in life. But if your significant other can also provide and take care of you, then that's great, right? Are you doing okay? Oh my gosh, that question just made my heart flutter. Oh, how sweet. Thank you, Ha Lin. I'm doing well, very well, I'm fine. Today, San is a little sad, but it's okay. When I chat with you all, I feel a bit happier. And actually, when I'm a little sad, I really want to help other people, so just keep asking. I think by interacting with you, I'll feel happier. I'm an introverted person. I don't have many friends and only want to talk to my siblings at home, but sometimes when I talk, I feel like I'm boring, so I can't get along with everyone. Can you give me some advice? San just released a video about how we connect in relationships when we are shy, so you can watch that video. San shared a lot in that video, but one piece of advice for you is that relationships will develop by you starting to interact more with people. When we're too closed off, it gradually becomes a habit. We need to try to interact more. For example, you can start with strangers like the street vendor or the security guard. Just simply say, "Hello, sir," or "Hello, ma'am." When you're at school, you can simply say, "Hi, can I borrow your book? Can I borrow your pen? Can you help me with this problem?" From these basic, simple things, relationships will gradually connect. And actually, you don't have to be extremely eloquent to have friends. San explained this very clearly in that video. True relationships are when two people understand each other, when they can talk to each other. If they can talk to each other, even two boring people will talk to each other, right? You just need someone to listen. Sometimes, even if your personality is a bit quirky, people will listen. The problem is that sometimes we're too closed off, we don't interact with others. We're afraid we're boring, we're afraid we're not charming, we're afraid we're not good at talking. As a result, we keep ourselves closed off. We have to practice speaking, practice communicating to become good communicators. We have to learn from life, everyone. You talked about career orientation. What kind of orientation? What advice did you give? Career orientation is a very broad topic. Sister, I want to study abroad, but my family can't afford it. What should I do? Then you have to study really, really hard. If we don't have money, we don't have choices. Money can't buy happiness, but it can buy choices, dear. It buys choices. For example, if you have money, you just need to reach the minimum IELTS score or whatever minimum score is required. But when you don't have money, meaning your family can't afford it, the only way is to study exceptionally well to get a full scholarship. There's no other way, because the cost of studying abroad is very high, very, very high. And imagine if you go to study and also have to work part-time nonstop, not to mention working under the table, sometimes people might even withhold your wages. That's a lot of problems. If you're under that much pressure while studying, it will be quite difficult. So you have to study hard. Study really, really hard to have the opportunity to go, or, just go later when you have money. That's how life is, my friend. How's Saigon these days? Is the pandemic situation complicated where you are? Here where San is, we've had our first F0 cases recently, so it's a little bit worrying, but currently everything is stable. San hasn't received her vaccine yet. If you have the chance to get vaccinated, please do. San, your hair is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I literally don't do anything with it, everyone. Even after washing my hair, I just leave it alone, I don't style it at all. Because at home, I only bother to do my hair and makeup when I'm filming a video or have something important. Otherwise, at home, we're all the same, aren't we? At home, we're all just relaxed. During the offline event, my heart was pounding for you, San, and I was so nervous. I imagined being chased by San while working, haha. It's true. Normally, I'm quite hyper and cheerful, but when it comes to work, I'm very strict, everyone. So, people working with me might feel pressured because I have an incredibly intense work energy. So, those working alongside me also need to work with intense energy, demanding proactivity. And the young lady currently working with San, I feel she's very diligent and hardworking. During university, do you think I should live alone or with friends? For this, San would definitely choose to live with friends. I can't live alone, everyone. I'm afraid of everything. For example, I feel like if I come home at night and there's no one to talk to, that's a genuine feeling. I really want to interact with someone when I get home. Because during university and even now, I want to come home and have someone to talk to. Plus, it's fun with friends. Sometimes, even if we don't cook at home, we'd find something to eat at school. San also lived with friends, and we all went to the same school, so sometimes we'd eat at school and then come home in the evening. But some people prefer living alone, so it really depends on each person. If you feel like you prefer to live alone, you can certainly do that.